Something deep within your soul guided you to this moment because you are currently navigating a profound spiritual awakening. The restlessness you feel, that deep yearning for harmony that brought you here, is not a coincidence. It is your soul calling out for the very wisdom that Rudolf Steiner discovered about humanity's relationship with the cosmic order. What you are experiencing in this moment is exactly what Steiner identified as the fundamental spiritual challenge of our time, learning to harmonize your individual consciousness with the vast spiritual forces that permeate all existence. This quest for cosmic harmony is not some abstract philosophical concept. It is the living reality of your current spiritual struggle. You have felt it in those moments when the world seems chaotic, when external circumstances feel overwhelming, when you sense there must be a deeper peace available but cannot quite grasp it. Steiner understood that this longing for universal tranquility is actually your spirit recognizing its true nature as part of the cosmic spiritual fabric. Every restless night, every moment of anxiety about the future, every feeling of disconnection from something greater. These are all symptoms of a soul that has not yet mastered the profound art of cosmic reconciliation. Rudolf Steiner revealed that what we experience as separation from universal harmony is actually an illusion created by our ordinary consciousness. When you look at the conflicts in your life, the tensions between your desires and reality, the struggle to find meaning in daily existence, you're witnessing the very discord that Steiner taught could be transformed through spiritual understanding. This sacred art of cosmic reconciliation begins with recognizing that you are not separate from the universal forces, you are an expression of them, temporarily experiencing the illusion of isolation. Consider how plants and animals exist in natural harmony with cosmic rhythms, never struggling against the universal order, but flowing with it effortlessly. Steiner observed that humans, through the development of individual consciousness, have gained the capacity for freedom, but temporarily lost this instinctive cosmic peace. This spiritual practice is about consciously reclaiming this harmony while maintaining your individual spiritual freedom. You are not meant to return to unconscious unity with nature, but to achieve conscious unity with the spiritual cosmos. This cosmic tranquility that you seek is not passive resignation or spiritual bypassing of life's challenges. Steiner taught that true peace with universal forces comes through active engagement with spiritual reality. When you feel overwhelmed by world events, personal struggles, or the apparent meaninglessness of existence, you are being called to develop what Steiner called spiritual science, the systematic cultivation of super-sensible perception that allows you to experience the spiritual forces working through all phenomena. The great figures throughout history who embodied this cosmic tranquility, from Goethe to the ancient mystery school initiates, all discovered what Steiner articulated, that achieving harmony with universal forces requires developing new organs of spiritual perception. Your current discomfort with the state of the world, your sense that something profound is missing from modern life, your intuition that deeper harmony is possible, these are all signs that your consciousness is ready to begin this transformative spiritual practice. The path to cosmic tranquility is not about escaping the world, but about perceiving the spiritual reality that underlies all physical manifestation. When you master this sacred art of universal reconciliation, you do not become passive or detached. You become a conscious collaborator with the cosmic forces of evolution, bringing spiritual light into earthly existence through your transformed consciousness. Rudolf Steiner discovered that the spiritual art of making peace with the universe requires a fundamental shift in how you perceive reality itself. What you experience as chaos, conflict, and cosmic disconnection is actually the result of living exclusively through what Steiner called the sensible world, the realm of physical appearances that Steiner revealed that deeper behind every earthly phenomenon, every challenge you face, every moment of discord, there exists a super-sensible reality where perfect cosmic harmony already exists. The spiritual art of making peace with the universe is learning to consciously access this higher dimension of existence while remaining fully engaged with earthly life. When you feel overwhelmed by the apparent randomness of events, when relationships seem difficult, when the world appears chaotic, you are experiencing what Steiner identified as the threshold experience. The moment when your soul recognizes that ordinary consciousness is insufficient for true cosmic understanding. This is not a crisis to be avoided, but a sacred invitation to develop what Steiner called imagination, inspiration, and intuition. The three stages of supersensible cognition that allow you to perceive the spiritual forces orchestrating all existence. Through imagination, you begin to see the spiritual pictures behind physical events. Through inspiration, you hear the cosmic rhythms and harmonies that guide universal evolution. Through intuition, you unite your consciousness directly with the spiritual beings who are the source of cosmic tranquility. Steiner taught that making peace with the universe is not about passive acceptance, but about active collaboration with spiritual evolution. Consider how Goethe achieved this cosmic harmony by developing what he called exact sensorial fantasy, the ability to perceive the spiritual archetypes working through natural phenomena. Like Goethe, you can learn to see beyond the surface chaos to the deeper patterns of cosmic wisdom. When you master this spiritual art, every challenge becomes an opportunity to witness spiritual forces at work. Every conflict reveals a deeper harmony seeking to emerge. Every moment of apparent discord becomes a doorway to cosmic understanding. The key that Steiner provided for achieving this cosmic tranquility lies in understanding that you are not separate from the universe. You are the universe becoming conscious of itself. Your individual struggles, your personal growth, your spiritual development are not isolated events but expressions of cosmic evolution itself. When you align your consciousness with this truth, when you recognize that your spiritual journey is the universe's journey toward greater consciousness, you naturally begin to experience the peace that comes from knowing your place in the cosmic order. This transformation requires what Steiner called moral imagination, the capacity to perceive the spiritual significance of your actions and their effects on the cosmic whole. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every decision you make sends ripples through the spiritual world. When you develop the spiritual art of making peace with the universe, you become conscious of these cosmic connections and learn to think, feel, and act in harmony with universal spiritual laws. The practical path that Steiner outlined begins with meditation on the fundamental truth that spiritual forces are constantly working to bring harmony out of apparent chaos. When you regularly contemplate this reality, when you train your consciousness to look for the spiritual wisdom hidden within every earthly experience, you gradually develop the supersensible perception that reveals cosmic tranquility as the underlying reality of existence. If this resonates with your spiritual journey, subscribe to continue exploring how Steiner's wisdom can transform your relationship with cosmic forces. Share in the comments. How are you currently experiencing the call to make peace with the universe in your own spiritual life? Now that you understand the spiritual foundation, Steiner revealed the precise awakening process for mastering the spiritual art of making peace with the universe. This transformation begins with what he called the reversal of consciousness, learning to perceive from the spiritual world toward the physical world, rather than from the physical world toward the spiritual. Every morning when you wake, instead of immediately engaging with external concerns, you can practice what Steiner called morning meditation on cosmic harmony. You spend the first moments of consciousness recognizing that you are emerging from the spiritual world where perfect cosmic tranquility is the natural state, and that your task is to bring this peace into earthly existence. The first stage of this spiritual art involves developing what Steiner termed cosmic gratitude, a profound recognition that every breath you take, every heartbeat, every thought, is a gift from spiritual beings who are constantly working to maintain cosmic harmony. When you cultivate this awareness, when you begin each day by acknowledging your participation in the cosmic order, you automatically align your consciousness with the forces of universal peace. This is not mere positive thinking, but a scientific, spiritual practice that gradually transforms your entire relationship with existence. Steiner taught that the next crucial step is learning to perceive what he called the spiritual signature in every earthly event. When conflicts arise in your relationships, when unexpected challenges appear, when the world seems chaotic, you can practice asking what spiritual wisdom is seeking to emerge through this apparent discord. This question transforms you from a victim of circumstances into a conscious participant in cosmic evolution. Consider how the great mystic Meister Eckhart achieved cosmic tranquility by recognizing that every earthly experience was God's way of awakening deeper spiritual understanding. This is the same principle Steiner articulated through spiritual science. The most powerful technique Steiner provided for making peace with the universe is what he called rhythmic meditation on cosmic breathing. Just as your physical body breathes in harmony with natural rhythms, your soul can learn to breathe in harmony with cosmic rhythms. Each morning, spend time consciously breathing with the rhythm of the seasons, the cycles of day and night, the movements of the planets. As you practice this cosmic breathing, you begin to experience yourself as part of the universal respiratory system, naturally flowing with cosmic forces rather than struggling against them. Steiner discovered that true cosmic tranquility emerges when you develop what he called selfless interest in the world. This means learning to observe earthly events with the same detached compassion that spiritual beings observe human evolution. When you can witness your own struggles, your relationships, even global conflicts with this spiritual perspective, you naturally experience the peace that comes from understanding the deeper purposes behind apparent chaos. This is not emotional detachment, but spiritual engagement from a higher level of consciousness. The breakthrough moment in mastering this spiritual art comes when you realize that you are not trying to make peace with something external to yourself. You are recognizing the cosmic peace that is your true nature. Steiner taught that every human being is a microcosm of the universe, containing within their consciousness all the spiritual forces that govern cosmic harmony. When you awaken to this truth, when you experience yourself as the universe becoming conscious of its own peace, external circumstances naturally align with this inner tranquility. The daily practice that Steiner recommended involves evening reflection on how cosmic forces manifested through your experiences that day. Before sleep, review the day's events not as personal successes or failures, but as opportunities the universe provided for spiritual growth. This practice gradually transforms your entire life into a conscious collaboration with cosmic evolution, naturally generating the peace that comes from knowing your place in the spiritual order of existence. The culmination of mastering the spiritual art of making peace with the universe arrives when you realize that cosmic tranquility is not something you achieve, but something you remember. Steiner revealed that every human soul carries within it the memory of perfect cosmic harmony from before earthly incarnation, and the spiritual journey is about consciously reconnecting with this eternal peace while living fully in the physical world. When you reach this understanding, when you experience yourself as a conscious bridge between the spiritual cosmos and earthly existence, you become what Steiner called a server of cosmic evolution, someone who naturally radiates the tranquility that comes from knowing your true cosmic identity. This final integration of cosmic peace transforms every aspect of your daily existence. Your relationships become opportunities to practice cosmic love, seeing in every person the same spiritual essence. Your work becomes a form of cosmic service, recognizing that every task, no matter how mundane, can be performed as a conscious collaboration with spiritual forces. Even your challenges and difficulties become sacred initiations, moments when the universe invites you to demonstrate your mastery of cosmic tranquility by maintaining inner peace while actively engaging with earthly transformation. Steiner taught that when you fully embody this spiritual art, you become a healing presence in the world. Like the great peacemakers throughout history, from Francis of Assisi to Gandhi, you discover that true cosmic tranquility is not passive, but dynamically creative. Your inner peace becomes a force for positive change, naturally inspiring others to seek their own harmony with universal forces. This is the ultimate purpose of making peace with the universe, not personal escape from worldly concerns, but conscious participation in the cosmic mission of bringing spiritual light into earthly darkness. The practical integration of this wisdom requires what Steiner called living meditation, maintaining awareness of cosmic harmony throughout all daily activities. Whether you are eating, working, conversing, or resting, you can practice experiencing each moment as an expression of cosmic intelligence seeking to manifest greater harmony. This transforms ordinary life into continuous spiritual practice, where every breath becomes a prayer, every action becomes a ritual, every interaction becomes an opportunity to serve cosmic evolution. Steiner discovered that the highest expression of cosmic tranquility comes through what he termed spiritual activism, using your inner peace as a foundation for compassionate engagement with world transformation. When you have truly made peace with the universe, you naturally become an agent of positive change, working to heal the apparent separation between spiritual and material existence. Your life becomes a living demonstration that cosmic harmony and earthly effectiveness are not opposites, but complementary expressions of spiritual maturity. The final secret that Steiner revealed is that making peace with the universe is ultimately about recognizing that there never was any real conflict to resolve. The discord you experienced was the universe's way of awakening your consciousness to its own peaceful nature. Every struggle, every challenge, every moment of cosmic disconnection was actually cosmic harmony appearing in disguise, inviting you to develop the spiritual perception necessary to recognize the eternal peace that is always present. As you continue this journey of spiritual awakening, remember that this channel exists to support your conscious evolution toward cosmic tranquility. Each video provides another piece of the spiritual science that Steiner developed to help humanity. Remember its cosmic nature while fulfilling its earthly mission. Share in the comments how you will begin applying these principles of cosmic peace in your daily life. What specific practices will you use to deepen your experience of universal harmony? Your journey toward cosmic tranquility is not just personal transformation, it is your contribution to the spiritual evolution of all humanity.